minute, and I need a break. How are y'all? That's why I get on. It seems like our class has still been long, but I don't be doing nothing when I get off here. Nothing. A lump on the log. I don't really want no coffee though. I think I'm gonna make some tea. Good afternoon, everybody. Afternoon. Oh, did you do that together? Yes, I did. Hola, hola. Ooh, I think these angles is right. If they not, bear with me, family. It'll be all right. This looks very crooked. It's okay. It'll be all right. It is what it is. Ooh, I probably should open this other curtain, but I really don't feel like it. Oh, there we go. I'm not playing with my eyes. I am going to give them rest. Hey, y'all. I think I be straining my eyes and just, it's a, getting older is a thing. Ooh. How you tired? And you ain't went nowhere from in here, from in your bed to in here because. Hola. Hey, y'all. I've been looking and just looking at all the things that are being said in the world. And they're just very reminiscent of our classes. What's going on in the UK? Who remembers me talking about it might not be safe for you to go outside? And you don't know what's going to be happening right in the streets of your city. Y'all remember your girl saying that? Y'all remember me talking about that all the time? That you might need to have to, because it could be so crazy in the streets you can't go out safely? Is that not what's happening in the UK right now? And then in India or whatever, they did Budapest or wherever they was at, they stormed the lady thing and she stepped down. Remember we talked about they gonna get all the leaders out of the way and they gonna put their leaders in place that's gonna be those kings that we talked about the kingdoms, remember? Y'all remember that? Folks is shaking in their boots because Bill Gates and all these people then sold off their stocks and their shares. They sold Microsoft and Chase Bank and a whole bunch of other big companies. So when do y'all think that sale happened? What month is it? It's the 7th month, but it was made official on the 30th or the 31st, the last month. When do y'all think that sale happened? Y'all think $2.9 billion just fell out the stock market? That's what y'all think? Hey? When do y'all think that sale happened? Nope. We talk about it all the time. I said, no, listen. Right. No. I said, anytime like big people like that, right? It has to happen before the 31st of December because they have to wait 6 months to get their money, and it normally happens in the 7th month. The same thing that they did in 2019, but because they have to wait 6 months so the money can't fall out until they can get it. The exact same thing happened in 2020. T-Mobile, we just talked about it, and that was a couple days ago, and then they turn around and it's all over the news. They gotta wait 6 months to get their collection on their shares and all of that. stockholders and all of that, because things have to be finalized, blase, blase. It takes 6 months. They have to wait 6 months before they quit, step down. So do we really think, now listen to me, y'all hear or no? Y'all listening? My stomach is getting ready to growl. How many weeks ago was the Microsoft update? It's in my room. Gosh darn it. 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. What company just got off of that NASDAQ? What company just got sold? Somebody sold all their shares in this company. What company was that? Tell me. Microsoft. The update was to let all them folks know that they're no longer needed to transfer power. All new system because it's an all new owner. Interesting. Kamala Harris. We of the Indian community. Listen, he is becoming an obsession. Kamala. Dang it, it's in my room. Oh, wait, no. It might be right here. I'm just going to use this one. Listen. When he took that dang sticky baby and put it on him in the dog's forehead, he said, Kamala, it is. I said, baby, don't. He takes it. Why do you got a sticky on you and the dog's head? I'm going to need you to not do that, sir. Even though I ain't going to lie, it's hilarious. Kamala Harris. Oh, Jesus. I watch that man probably about 10 times a day. Anytime he comes through my thing, I'm going to watch it at least 3 times. Help me, Lord. Oh, God. We are not voting for you. Listen, he takes me out every time. Listen, him and the dip lady. Him and the dip lady. Y'all seen the dip lady? She be like, I said, God, thank you for making somebody that make me laugh, baby, because that dip, somebody said it. It takes me out every time. I said, baby, I was thinking the same thing. I be waiting on the dip. Listen, it's some people on this planet, I'm grateful God made them. The Kamala Harris man and the dip lady, definitely glad he made those guys. Listen here, because on my crazy moments, I just go right to that and listen. Who I be here by myself, tickled. Do you hear me? I said, this lady's dip it's an unreal dip that she do. I'm trying to tell you, it keeps me giggling. You hear me? That be my happy moments, because, honey, thank you, Dad. He always gonna give you something you need at the time. And it seems like every time might be getting ready to have a not so nice thought, he'll put one of them two on my Kamala Harris. Listen, I worked with a lot of Indian people when I lived in Arizona, and so it's just interesting to me. It's funny. Because it was a lady at my job, and she really used to talk like that for real. And I was like 20, 21, you know what I mean? And I used to have conversations with her just so I could hear her accent. So here we are 21 years later. And yeah, it still gets to me. Listen, that dip, she said, I said, wait, run that back. Listen, I go right to the dip part. I promise you. Oh, it takes me out. Ooh, Jesus, it make my toes wiggle. I be too tickled, y'all. Listen here, Odell. And then she be like, wow, but baby, that dip. I said, look, oh, girl might have started it. She mastered that, baby. You hear me? Oh, it make me smile. So listen, make my cheeks hurt. Thinking about her and the Kamala Harris man, baby. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. It made me so happy. They made me so happy. Crazy. That's what, but this is why I be liking to get to know people. I don't want everybody to act the same. I like it that people are individual. I want to see what God put down in you because God has a sense of humor, whether y'all believe it or not. He has a great sense of humor. And so I be trying to see how much of it he put into other people because it's interesting to me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I be trying to see my dad like, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, thanks, Dad, for making them. Yep, they bring joy in my life. You're right. You know, your ways are higher than my ways, your thoughts and everything else. Because some people, I wouldn't have made them. Mm-mm. Some people, I would not. I would have threw them back in the thing to try again. But see, his thoughts is higher than my thoughts, and his ways is higher than my ways. Because I guarantee you this, some people wouldn't. If I was they wouldn't have made it here. Mm-mm. They'd have been thrown back in the redo pile. Yep. Or the not at all. See, he know better than I know. So I just stay over here and, mind my level of business. Listen, the do-over. Mm-hmm. I promise you. You said, okay, Abraham, hilarious. Because he was getting ready. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll read that. Because other people need to understand. We ain't going to read it right now. Maybe later because I don't really feel like teaching. But that is a good story to help people understand. You said it. Yeah, we might read that. Because, baby, the redoer, not at all. Because some people are just so horrible. It's like you're going to be mean and nasty your whole life or just negative. Oh, God. Mm-mm. Moving on. I'm in God's business. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. I see you, Mr. Odell, and you all. Y'all trying to get me in trouble. I'm not going to do it because... Mm-mm. Love you, babe, but... You remember I'll be talking about people being in my business? Now, come on now. Mm-mm. I love you. I might just start wearing them every day for the rest of the time I'm on here. I love y'all. Amen. Mm-hmm. Y'all be in my business. I love y'all, but I don't have to tell y'all everything, Shy. Now, some things I can keep to myself, and I done said it so many times I don't want to. I get it. But guess what? Yeah. When have y'all never not known me to volunteer information? I want y'all to know. And this is not to you. This is to everybody. Let's just clear the air real quick. Okay? Y'all know me. Y'all been here. And I tell y'all all the time, 2 things. Whatever I want to share, I will. And I know y'all be concerned and I'm grateful. But also understand this is not just to you. Because, baby, I done been going off on folks. I share what I want to. And even in that, when you guys ask politely, I still don't have to tell you. I need y'all to understand, and I'm saying this out of love, okay? Even if you keep asking, I don't have to tell y'all nothing about my physical health or what's going on with me. And that's why I be telling y'all, hey, I get the concern, but understand that maybe I don't want to share. What if I had got some type of diagnosis and it's not something I want to share? So I understand that we spend a lot of time together, but y'all have to realize that I don't have to tell y'all everything. Maybe I just want to wear sunglasses. Maybe I'm feeling some type of way. All my stuff I don't have to share. I've shared a lot of my life already, okay? And I'm saying it's out of love because I don't want people to feel like I'm going off on them, because I've been checking folks left and right. Real life. Okay? So out of love, I'm talking, and that's rude. I don't know if y'all mamas taught y'all not when people are having a conversation, you don't interrupt them, but we just gonna move on. Okay. I love y'all. And this is out of love that I'm saying. If I don't want to share information, I'm not going to. Y'all hear me? And I understand being concerned, but I definitely probably, if it was something bad, wouldn't want to put it on the internet. Right? Or no? Would you want to put your medical diagnosis, if there was one, just because someone asked nicely? This is the internet, y'all. It's not like I'm talking to y'all on a personal phone. I said what it was, but if you haven't went back and watched the classes, no, Pumpkin, this ain't to you, because baby, I snapped off. I've been snapping. Auntie been going all the way him, because hold on now. Yeah, I'm going to keep my boundaries always. If I keep my boundaries with my mom and my kids, y'all got to know that. Come on now. So if you haven't been in class, then my first thing would do to go back and see if I already said it. Because another thing, y'all know I hate repeating myself. And a million people going to ask, but just because you ask, I don't have to give you an answer. I don't. And I need y'all to understand that. I love y'all, and I know y'all just be concerned, but just because you're concerned still doesn't mean that I have to give you an answer. Okay? We agree? And this ain't to you, baby, because Auntie been going off this week. I might just be tired and don't want to wear my glasses, so this helps me not strain my eyes. It could be a number of things, but just because you ask doesn't mean I have to give you the information. Put your hand up if you understand, because I need y'all to know that going forward, it is what it is. Everybody put your hand up if you understand what I'm saying. I still have personal business, and this is still the internet. Because I don't want to hear I'm sorry I wasn't here for the class, because I know y'all go back and watch the rewatches. Okay. Thank you. Now, thank you, baby. See, you asking a question helped me go into my next thing, because I was going to address it today. Because I don't want people thinking, oh, she's mean and she's nasty. No, but just because my personal business is my personal business, and just because you're concerned don't mean I got to tell you. And this is the World Wide Web. Unless you want to be telling me all of your health issues, and let's put it out here. I don't know who's watching me. And I'm not pressed to be known by folks, so y'all know that. I've been 100% since you know me. Who been here a long time? Have I changed? We going on almost 1,000 days. Do I act? You can go back. I got proof. You can go back. See, I've been the same way all the way through, babe. I ain't changed. I don't act funny, but I'm going to keep my boundaries always. Always, always, always. And I love y'all, but I also have to let y'all know that I know y'all be concerned, but just because you're concerned, I don't have to give you an answer. And this is why I told y'all if I got married, I wouldn't tell y'all. Love y'all, but I only got this way because I got to know y'all too. And so there are certain things I will not say. Love y'all. I ain't crazy. These other folks, I don't care. I'm going to live my regular life every day. And if I get on here and act away, and then y'all meet me out in person or something and I'm different, no, you're going to get the real CERCA every single day. And if y'all my real family, I should be able to talk to y'all like this. That's how I feel. Not necessarily. Listen, I was married for 5 years and nobody knew I was married. There was a lot of people in my family that was like, I just found out you got married. I said, and you, well, good. I didn't say nothing. Then I said, I am divorced. Please don't call me and talk about no marriage. I've been divorced for a year. I've been divorced for 2 years. That's how you know I don't keep up with you. I had hope. My brothers never met my husband. Not one time in 5 years. My mama only met him because she came to my daughter's graduation. I didn't play that. You not married to him. Why you need to know? Whether it was good or bad. It'd be too, to me, people have too many people in their business. And I think people get confused that just because you're a person that is in front of the camera, that you're owed something. You're not entitled to anything. I saw somebody saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. Uh, you on the internet. So? You on the internet too. So should I know all of your business because you're watching me on the internet? No. I think people get, I can say what I do as an influencer confused with you get the pass to be all in my business. And I've seen other people commenting on other people's stuff like, oh, well, you put us in your business. No, we didn't. You put you in my business when you came over here following me or watching my stuff. You didn't have to come over here. And so just because you're here, do you see what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? You said if you get married, we the people have a right to know. You don't have a right to know anything. Evidently, your ears ain't open. I don't have to tell you nothing. You're a stranger. I don't know why you thought that was cute. I just said that. Maybe you wasn't in here for that. I'm 44 years old. I don't have to tell nobody nothing. I have to be 45 if the Lord let me live that long. Y'all crazy. No, I don't. You over here on my internet, so I have a right to know your social security number. Go and send it to my email. You watch me enough days, so I get to. I need your wife's or husband's or whatever email too. I need all y'all information. See how crazy that sounds? Don't be silly. People have a right to privacy whether you think they do or not. Just because you watch a person, that's like stalker stuff. Yeah. Tell me the last time you had sex with your partner. Like, this is how serious these questions is. Y'all be crazy. But if I say it, then I'm being rude or I'm being whatever. No. I'm nuts. And y'all see why? Am I wrong? Did I not just describe that? Did I not just say that when I came on here? Huh? Well, don't joke. I'm not playing. Evidently, you see this as a serious moment. You're offensive. And don't tell me to lighten up when you've been offensive. What you should do is apologize. I didn't find it funny at all. Because I'm having a serious conversation, and you think to crack a joke in the middle of me having a serious conversation is funny. It's actually rude. Anything else? Okay. Listen. Sometimes I fight hard to come on this here World Wide Web because some it's getting old, and I don't do stuff that rub me the wrong way for a long time. And I damn sure don't keep repeating myself to adults. Moving on. Back to what I was saying about Microsoft. Do we think that was a fluke? Or now, 3 weeks later, do we think that was a planned ordeal? I'm listening. Why didn't they tell us about the sale of Microsoft prior to the update? Why didn't however many billions of dollars worth of stocks fall out prior to the update? I think it was Chase that was having problems with their account and stuff, wasn't it? Was it the Chase banks that wasn't working? Whose banks wasn't working? Was people at the Chase banks during this same time or no? I know it was some banks that wasn't working. Was it Chase? It was Bank of America, Chase, and the airports. Interesting. It was Bank of America, Chase, and the airports. Okay. Both. Interesting. Your boss got stuck in Texas that day. Wow. The same two that had problems last year. Got it. That part. So, right. So, and the EBT. Interesting. Your Amazon app went down too. Interesting. I saw that Amazon sold off some of their stocks as well. Y'all saw that? Huh? Did y'all see that? Here we go. Who remembers the picture that I showed y'all that I took of a magazine that I used to have back in 2013? And I showed y'all the photo of it about Obama and him selling different things to different countries in the middle of the world. Do y'all remember that? Yes. Hmm. Anybody remember? This was years, well, I showed y'all the picture. It was from years ago, like 2013. Some of y'all was here for it. Some of y'all wasn't. It was a year ago. You remember? Yeah. You remember? Okay, look. You know what is doing well on the stock market right now? Anybody know? Hmm? Can anybody tell me? I don't want to use this. You know what I do want to use? This. We haven't used these in a while. Oh, wow. All our old classes are here. Interesting. Oh, girl. Come on now. Look at all our old classes, y'all. We got, and we don't even have the ones from before. Ugh. Good job. We still got the other one, too. That's a W, you can't tell. Doing very, very, very well on the stock market right now. Did y'all know this? Booming. Booming. Didn't we talk about that? We talked about that 2 years ago. We did. Whew. Mm-hmm. WW3. Interesting. Yeah. Nope, Tip, y'all. Please, please retract that statement. Thank you. Yes, but not that. They really be playing. Understand that all of the things that we have been talking about, I need y'all to journal this stuff. I need you to write it down. And hopefully, when you was in class back then, you was taking notes. Because if you did, when we would talk about certain things, I told y'all, jot this down now. Because you should be able to see a timeline. You hear me? I hope y'all see it. Y'all saw what they said about America and what they got to do because of whatever happened yesterday or the day before over in the countries we be studying about. Y'all saw that? It's all out. Blase skip, did he do? They're sending fleets and other things. Y'all remember the sister that came in here and told us they was already in the Red Sea? And now America is listen, when I tell you God be putting us on. And evacuation ships. You're good. You ain't got Sarah, you are fine, pumpkin. I hope y'all paying attention. It's a lot happening right now. And if your eyes are closed, they are, folks is losing they ish about this stock market. And you know what else? I saw a video, a few of them. Guess what they said? Guess what they said? That the housing market is next. The domino effect has begun. Who remembers y'all lady over here telling y'all that God let us know that the housing market was gonna what? People was asking me in 2022, do I buy a certain kind of house? I said I would buy comfortable and not whatever. Who remembers me telling people that back then? Anybody remember the young people that would come here or the people that come here and I say I wouldn't go big, I would go just what you need? I said because the housing market is gonna do what? It's been 2 years. I'm telling you, God was letting us know. So the people, you said, and I'm so happy I got something comfortable. Come on now. I said, please, live within your means. I said, because what is coming is gonna affect a lot. And the only reason that I could tell y'all that is because God told me. You said here in Ohio it's already started. I've been in an extended stay for 2 years. Not because I don't have, wow. Because even in this comfortable spot, the bills is still billing to live within your means, money for housing, and it's just crazy. Listen to me. please, please make sure you have everything you need just in case. You cannot go outside just in case there's no food in the stores. You need to make sure that you have 3 to 6 months at least worth of shelf stable food. Okay? Shelf stable food. You need things so that if there is some type of unrest or whatever going on, that you can stay in your home and just protect your home. We do not know what is coming. And for folks to just be walking around here like la 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 la, it blows me. With all that is happening, not just in our country, but in other countries, and you would still want to just be running around talking about, whatever. It's interesting, especially not if you got kids or a spouse or a sick loved one. It makes no sense. You said, I'm so thankful I stayed put, grandfather, into my current price. Come on now. I need y'all to understand that God gave us warnings. And to those of you that listened, you will see the benefit of it, even if you haven't already. Went to Kroger yesterday after work and wasn't no eggs, bacon, or milk. Happy I listen, grab an extra 5 cans every time you shop. Went to the shop right the other day, no chicken at all. You said what? And somebody gonna get on here and say, that's not happening where I am. You said they are not even trying to recertify my food stamps. Wow. Pumpkin. You remember when I told y'all, I said certain things are going to go away when the raw is happening, because they're going to need those funds allocated elsewhere. Do you remember us talking about that? Crazy. Gotta drink some water on that. So to all of you that learned how to cook some stuff from scratch and you learned how to cut your grocery bill in half, and I'll tell you, God loves all of us. So I'm sharpening my knife, y'all. To grind this meat up and help y'all save on y'all grocery bill. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all heard it? And help y'all save on y'all grocery bill. I hope y'all ready. 2/16/2022. One of the first videos I did was, I'm about to help you save money on your grocery bill. I'm about to show you how to grind this meat up and make all these things from scratch. Because when groceries get super expensive, you'll be able to do a few things that other folks ain't going to be able to do. And what is most people complaining about right now in reference to food? Huh? The prices. The prices. And it's going bad fast too. It's bad or too expensive. Interesting. Crazy. Because if there's nothing in the store, what you gonna eat, y'all? These, you can pour milk on here and dehydrate this. And then if you ever need milk, there's none in the store. You dehydrate pretty much anything that you want to dehydrate, right? So these are potatoes. Because if there's nothing in the store, what you gonna eat, y'all? Because if there's nothing in the store, what you gonna eat, y'all? Because if there's nothing in the store, what you gonna eat, y'all? These, you can pour milk on here and dehydrate this. Because if there's nothing in the store, what you gonna eat, y'all? These, if there's nothing in the store, what you gonna eat, y'all? These, you can pour milk on here and dehydrate this. And then if you ever need milk, there's none in the store. You dehydrate pretty much anything that you want to dehydrate, right? So these are potatoes. This is like a whole bag of potatoes, like a 5-pound bag of potatoes, y'all. And all you gotta do is add water to it. You know what I mean? Nobody's thinking about when COVID first hit that there wasn't any food in the grocery store. So this is one of the reasons why I started doing this. And I made my own croutons. This is garlic. So if there's no garlic powder in the store, if there is no garlic salt, I can make my own, y'all. This is sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, you can use that as flour. You know, a lot of people don't think these are mushrooms that I grew myself. Oranges, all these things have been dehydrated. This is onions, carrots. So you can use this to. You said it wasn't no chicken. Groceries is bare. No eggs, no bacon, no nothing. Most of my first videos is talking about when it ain't gonna be no food in the store, or if the vegetables are bad, or if the food is bad. Those are what my initial videos on here was about. If food gets too expensive, all of those things, y'all, have happened. Food ain't got too expensive. It has been times where it ain't been no milk, it ain't been no meat, it ain't been no vegetables. The vegetables ain't no good. All those things God was telling us. Right. Do you hear me? The issue here is the kids and children, they will have to somehow learn how to fast and eat one meal a day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say, do y'all see it? Now y'all see people used to be like, she always yelling, she always aggressive, because it's right around the corner. right around the corner. Y'all haven't known me 3 years, and all of the stuff that I was fussing about in the videos, it's all happening right now. Jobs are laying off, and it's hard to find one. Did God not warn us about that people weren't going to be working? Remember, was talking about that. My food pantry no longer doing anything interesting. They still saying they hiring, but they not. I just restocked and cleaned my pantry last night. Okay. I had a guy come into work today. Interesting. I'm glad I stocked up from the food pantry when you said go 2 years ago. Come on. You got let go from Amazon on medical leave. Wow. I stopped looking for a job because they say hiring, but don't. And I found me a hobby to make money. Come on now. Remember I said the guy was getting ready to even the playing field again. Y'all remember we talked about that? And I said, do not get your hopes up into my bag, and trying to, you need to have the things you need. What do y'all think is going to happen if America gets into this with these ships and all of that kind of stuff? What do y'all think is going to happen? I saw another video where New York put out a whole fold out pamphlet in the paper. Y'all saw that? Ooh, I'm talking. I'm having a whole conversation. Some things you don't type. Y'all gotta use how to. Y'all gotta. Commerce is grinding to a halt. Interesting. I've learned how to live sustainably in the times. Yeah. Oh, something is sticking me. Oh, it's a scratch. What the heck? Y'all know sometimes some fabric, I don't like certain stuff on my skin. So I love this sweater, but here recently I haven't been able to wear it because it feels itchy. I need y'all to understand. Hear me? You need to get your stuff. And I keep saying that. But just like they played us with the Microsoft thing, and then there was a whole sale of it. And the stock market, folks came in here and argued me down about buying gold and silver and stocks. And I said, don't buy that mess because they have inflated it. Well, you know what I saw? Whatever countries was losing money, they start pouring it in over here, trying to get people to, like, even whatever is going on, they trying to get people in America to buy the stock. I said, because Americans going to fall for it. Because they don't know it ain't no money. And so people are doing things to get ahead. And this money is going to have absolutely no value. God told us that. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. He has told us that it's not going to have any value. And it's showing up, especially in this last 2 years. Every day is showing up that it don't have no value. Even the expensive things. I remember people came in here talking crazy to me when we did the class, when we first started, about how much Jordans really cost. And it was some people that got real ugly with me when I was telling them that them Jordans that they be paying $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 for only cost about $12 to $16 to make. But you will laugh at somebody's fully leather shoes that are handcrafted that probably cost $200 because they don't got a name on them. Y'all remember that class? And what's coming out about all these really expensive name brand things? Tell me what's coming out about them 2 years later. Tell me what they talking about with all this, how much it really costs. Y'all remember? Ain't that a big thing right now, is how much these real brands actually cost to make? Is that not what's going around now with all, and everybody's like, you might as well get the knockoff because? Okay. Okay. Y'all remember our class on just because it is expensive doesn't mean it's valuable? Just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it's valuable. Listen. I'm going to go make me some coffee real quick. I just be wanting to see if y'all be seeing and run to the restroom. Yeah. It's crazy. All right, y'all, I'm dropping this off. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. sorry, y'all. Oti. So, I need for my family to get ready. I need y'all to get your stuff. So, I'm not answering any questions about my glasses. Thank you. I love y'all. Not answering no questions. How you doing? You gotta know, mama, that you ain't the first person to ask. Back to what I was saying. I need y'all to get y'all stuff. Okay? I need y'all to get y'all stuff. I need y'all to make sure you have checked all of your survival stuff. Okay? You need to make sure all your batteries work. Make sure all your flashlights work. At least, even if you're not telling the kids where the stuff is, you and dad, or you and mom, whoever, you and grandma, you and whoever, y'all get a plan together just in case something happens. Okay? Y'all hear me? Yeah, y'all getting me? Okay. Check all your light bulbs. Make sure they work. All of these different things are going to be very important. A battery daddy carrier is a good idea for a quick access. A battery daddy. A battery daddy. Okay? That's what Sarah said. To access to the A's and B's and C's and all of that. Good deal. Okay? Make sure you know where all your stuff is. Even if it's just kind of organized by section or however you're going to do it, y'all, because crazy stuff is happening. Is it true that it was a tornado in New York today? You said, "Show need to check my rechargeables," right? I show the light bulb pretty much every day. I show it every day, Pumpkin. In Buffalo. My husband said it's coming tonight. What's coming? Pennsylvania, we have a tornado warning, severe thunderstorms. Okay. I do think that it's odd. Who went and watched Heroes? Y'all went and watched Heroes? At least the first couple episodes of it? The city in the show is putting out survival stuff. Not only did they send the little paper thing, but I looked at another video where they sent a whole thing of a disaster preparedness thing last year, a fold out of what you need to have. The same city that in Heroes was expecting some craziness. Y'all don't think that's odd? I asked y'all, are you in other states and are they putting it in your newspapers? Did you get a mail out little thing, a leaflet about what you need to have in case of an emergency? And all of y'all was telling me in different states, no, we didn't get one. So why is it that that place is getting one? Tell me. I really need my green cream, and I saw it. I think it's in my room. Go get it. I wait. I feel like it's gonna rain here too. You got one in Manhattan? You got one? Okay. Drive safely, Pumpkin. You got one? Y'all, I just be trying to see if y'all seeing what I be seeing. Do y'all see it? Ain't nobody else getting on, and in that show, they said, hey, someone put it on the wall of my building. They got a disaster preparedness leaflet in the paper or something last year and something the other day, talking about the things they need to have in case of a disaster. Did y'all get one? Anybody in any other state get one? Anybody? Not in Maryland. Okay. Anybody tell me where the Day After Tomorrow movie started and where most of that movie was centered at? Where was it? Where was it? Interesting. Interesting. Interesting, Christine. Okay. With all this going on, we still got family members that don't believe they need to stock up, that don't believe they need to have anything. People, I'm mind blown. And I'm being honest, like it almost makes me sick to my stomach because you cannot be this crazy. Even with all of this going on with the pastors, and you see that America is, y'all didn't read the Bible when it talked about the war of Armageddon and none of that. You don't know that when Israel and Turkey and these different people start getting together and it's talking, you don't know the scripture to where you know to start telling your people to get ready. I mean, I don't understand real life. It's so much going on in the news. Y'all not paying attention. You still worried about whatever. Went to church last Sunday and all the pastor said was pray. My mom's her pastor started talking about preparing now finally. Oh, okay, good job, mom's pastor. Sucks that it's when groceries are super high and things are crazy, but better late than never. If I were you, if I had Christian like family members, I would have them watch the old Left Behind movie again and ask them, if you take out the part where everybody is taken away on the plane and all of that, what part of that looks like our world right now? You said she's getting her stuff. Come on. If maybe that'll wake them up. The one with TD Jakes, not the other one. With Kirk Cameron, that one. Ask him, okay, so if we take out just the part where the rapture happens and we watch this movie and then you look at what's going on in our world right now, tell me what you see. Did anything of this is interesting about anything? Like nothing knocks you in your chest or taps you on your head or nothing. You said, oh my God, you just watched it this weekend. Oh, good job. Good job. Because I'm telling you right now, the fact that folks is, I'm super sanctified and all this, and you don't see that the Bible is fulfilling itself daily. Sometimes hour by hour, sometimes 3 times an hour. And y'all hooping and hollering and telling these folks to do all this so crazy that got nothing to do with making sure they are prepared for the things that God said is coming. It just blows me all the way. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I'm blown away at it. And this is why the Bible said the truth was gonna be hidden. And now you understand why God said a lot of his people gonna perish for the lack of knowledge, because their pastors ain't even telling them what's happening. So if we wake up and there's no food or there's no this or there's no power for an extended, they said 9 months America without power, and it would be straight chaos. The great deception is real. You said it. She was wondering. Okay. Oh, excuse me. The Bible talked about it. Talked about the very elect and the folks swearing up and down this and that. And I'm hearing from God, well, why he didn't tell you famine was here then? Joseph? Because Joseph prepared for the famine. He just said, hallelujah. Saints, God told us this going to be a famine, and we just going to pray. We going to pray that God let us keep eating way more than we supposed to and wasting food, and we not going to try nothing. We not going to say nothing because God told us it was coming. Is that what Joseph did? No. Joseph wrote a letter and put out a tax, and every province had to send a fifth or a third of whatever their whole produce was. So in the next 7 years, we can eat every day. That's what happens when God gives you instruction. You get up and you move unless the instruction is to not move. Hey, baby. You hear me? Y'all remember what we read yesterday about the instructions? It was, Father, may I take a step? Father, may I go any further? How many steps can I take? Janet? This is the thing. The fact that there is a church or 2 or 3 on every corner in every block of the United States of America. Hi, kid. And ain't nobody saying get your stuff, get ready, get food. Now the stock market didn't crash, the housing market didn't crash, and folks is still playing. If you ain't got 3 to 6 months worth of dry food in your house, you don't love your family. If you don't have a way to light your house, if they hit this power right now, quit talking to me about how fresh your kids is. I don't care about none of that. Can you feed them for 3 months at the grocery stores? It's empty. I don't, little baby. Adapalene, I think. Was it adapalene? Just tell them that. Is it adapalene? No, you can't use that. I think adapalene was the one that you couldn't use. Tell them to they need to check the side effects. And it's going to mess with the optic nerve, whichever one that is. They got all the side effects. Girl. Excuse me, Mom. So, I love you, child. My kids do not care. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Yes, prepare for the end of the world. Anyway, can you tell me what is what is what? They don't care. And that's exactly how we do. They do me on the phone. Listen, they do not care. They don't care. I do not care that you are talking about the end of the world and helping people get ready. Girl, what is the name of the medicine I couldn't use 17 years ago? You said, and don't. Yeah. So now y'all see why I don't want to deal with disrespectful adults. I got my own, damn it. No, I'm just playing. I love you, girl. Did you call my phone? Because I think it's in the room. Did you call my phone? Or text my phone? Oh, okay. Y'all just know to come here first. It's funny that I have not been on like the phone all day, and then as soon as I get to work or go pee or get in the tub, one of my kids come around. It says Target in Orlando, Florida, Millennia area, chicken low, beef low, pork stocked, and water stocked. Interesting. Chicken is low and beef is low. Pork is stocked and water is stocked in Florida. Interesting. And you just said you went into the store and wasn't no chicken, right? And then somebody else said no eggs, no bacon, and what, milk? And that was in another state somewhere else. Definitely meats have been recalled in Virginia. Yeah, we know about that. No, baby, we talking about chicken and beef and pork and regular meat, not the deli meat, just regular meat. It ain't done. Yeah. And now you got to be scared of what to buy. This is why God tell us to pray before we eat and pray before we drink anything, because you don't know what's in it. That's why you're supposed to pray over everything before you put it in your body, because it could be full of poisons or things that can make you ill. This is why our parents didn't let us eat or drink without praying over our food. So you need to be teaching your babies. I don't care if you at school, say it under your breath. You pray over everything you eat and drink. I don't care if it's it ain't got to be nothing long, but they need to know. Because, boy. I just hope y'all see where we at and what we dealing with. And I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I don't have to. Because it's all over the news. All of the things that we've been preparing for, that I've been fussing at y'all for about 2.5 years for. You hear me? Because we there. We at the place. We are here. And we are dealing with all the stuff that we didn't want to talk about at first. You hear me? It's here. And we dealing with it. So with that, do not be unwise in your thinking. This is not a drill. It's not. I saw they said that 2020 is on the rise again. Folks is getting the heebie-jeebies again. So be mindful about that type of punishment. Not punishment, but what should I say? Consequence. You know. You know how like you get in trouble and then you got to go on punishment for like 3 days or whatever. You're grounded. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Grounded. We might be grounded soon, and so then you'll want to make sure you have what you need. And my mom wanted to want to yell at me about voting, but don't want to talk about some. These niggas didn't even tell us they sold Microsoft and then try to act like it was the flick of the switch, and now all of a sudden it's sold on 3 weeks later. Tell my sis, come on, girl. Come on. You gotta. Folks couldn't get their money. The food stamps wasn't working. I mean, who voting for them niggas anyway? And they knew all this was gonna happen and they didn't tell us nothing. I'm just saying. I ain't voting. Okay. I'm voting for Jesus. Cause y'all can vote all you want to. That don't mean them niggas gonna keep that what they said. Y'all better quit playing. Okay. I ain't got no damn dollar for no damn election. Cause they eating good. We out here struggling, babe. You don't need my vote. I need your vote. Hell. Your gas free. We got to pay for it. You eating 5-star meals, baby, and we can't we eating struggle meals. We are not the same. And why am I giving you my vote? Tell me exactly how you done made my grocery bill, light bill, water bill, or rent or mortgage go down as to why I'm giving you this vote. Because the people before you and you ain't, y'all change up like a nigga changes draws. So with that, tell me what I'm benefiting. If them niggas start dropping D's on us, can I come to your house, to your bunker? Senator, you gonna let some of your folks, if it get like over there in Britain, is you gonna come down and stand on the corner with me and go toe to toe with anybody that's trying to, I mean, I'm trying to figure out what exactly am I gonna gain from, help me understand. Because I can think of about 7 things I need just right now. Just right now. You gon' I mean, is my vote gonna get, is you sending some change this way? Little something? You understand? I'm trying to figure out. Because if them niggas start dropping D's over here, we hit. You gonna be okay. You ain't coming out here with us. They gonna rush you off and tuck you off, and y'all gonna be watching on the screen like, damn, no, go to Washington, hurry up. No, go to New Jersey. Look at these niggas. Look at them. You said San Antonio? Okay. Look at them go. Oh, I feel so bad. I think that's my old neighbor. Oh, no, they burned down the old building over there, the library. Oh, no. Can't none of you niggas get in. Y'all can't sit with them in the bunker. They got on shirts that you're not welcome. You can't sit with us. Seeing as how we going and poking in our nose in international business here. You know, we don't know what type of situation we about to be in. And America ain't united enough to even stand for just our American people that's over here. So, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what y'all trying to. Because other countries, they stick together. We don't. We don't. We stick together for stupid stuff. We do. But the things that really matter, we don't. If an invading people came over here, we're not helping nobody. Oh, they're white. I'm not going to help them. Oh, they're black. Let them, oh, that's what they get. Oh, they're Spanish. Oh, that's what they get. Oh, they're Asian. Oh, that's what they get. They shouldn't have. We can't even defend the people that's here because we don't even like each other. We don't want each other in each other's neighborhood. So what we going to do to an enemy? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We can't even go in our own restaurants and feel safe. Be safe by the how are we supposed to join up? Like, I wish a police, hate to say it, I wish a police officer would try to ask me to join with them to save something. What? I don't even know if you gonna wait a minute. We can't even trust our protective people to, if something do pop off, that we love them enough because they've kept us safe or treated us fairly to even go and support them in nothing. We can't. So how in the world, if we can't get along with our neighbor because they a different skin color or they speak a different language or whatever it is, we can't trust our police. But we can't even trust that our leaders are not trying to start riots in between us. How we gonna fight somebody on the outside and we can't even listen? I'm not buying into nothing. I'm just saying. This goes for Asian, black, white, Spanish, whatever, if you hear and you hate your fellow man so much because of their color, God forbid, these people just hate us because we live on this soil. They don't care if it's gonna be your black baby, your white baby, your Spanish baby, your Asian baby. They just want to unalive you because you live on American soil, and you still want to be arguing with the people that's supposed to be your folks. We're doomed. Period. It is what it is. We're doomed. I'm just saying, if you don't see that this stupid division could cost us our babies because we will not unite because your skin color is different from mine. But there's people that hate all of us just because we are on this freaking soil. They don't care about your color. They just know you American. And if we can't decide on who's guilty and who's not and who's wrong and who's right, and it starts all of this crazy stuff, what are we gonna do to the people that come over here that want to unalive all of us? How can we stand as a united? We can't, because we're not united. We're not. And don't try to lie and say we are. We're not. There's nothing united about these states. Nothing. Nothing. Ain't no American spirit, ain't no American pride, ain't no American nothing, because we don't even like the people that live here. So how can we stand as one against someone who hates all of us? Your baby might be away at college, and you have taught them so much hate, no matter what side you're on. You have taught them so much hate, and they have ridiculed whoever, whatever your race is, okay? Ethnicity, whatever you want to call it. They got so many different whatever. And you can't get to your baby. You have to wonder if you have spread so much hate and put so much crazy stuff in a person that if they'll even think to save your baby life or protect your child while your child is away from you. People don't think about life like this when they're spewing different things. You act like if something happened and your baby got trapped in a mall, that it's just gonna be all of whoever in there. It ain't. Would it be okay if someone let your baby transition to the next life because I don't mess with? How would that make you feel if you taught your child to hate another color of people or whatever else it is, whichever way you want. And that is the person that has the choice to keep your baby alive or not. But they've spewed so much little whatever that they like, that's one headache I ain't gonna have dealing with all this stuff right now. You have to think about that when you teaching your kids stuff, because they gotta go away. They might be in a work building. You don't know where they gonna be. And what they thought was funny and power and this and that might just be the most sour tasting medicine you and them ever had to have in your mouth. To know that if you would have taught them differently, they could still be here with you, but it's your fault because of what you poured into them or what you taught them. And then they have made this person's life a living hell or whatever else it is, and you're in a situation to save your kid and they don't. People don't think about life like that, baby, but I bet you will. Stuff get to popping off out here, and you can't get to your kid, and you don't know who they with and where they at, or whatever else it is. You'll think twice about thinking mama and daddy can do everything. You act like you know when tragedy gonna strike. You don't notice that planes shut down and buses don't be moving and ain't no taxis and ain't no... Okay. Keep on teaching your baby to cut up. They might be locked in a place where they the only one. And everybody remembers how they were. And it's only going to take God to change that person's heart, whether it's chaos or not. Because they might be ugly and push your baby outside as the sacrificial offering. Because they can look around the room and say, shh, okay, well... Be careful. Be careful. And this go for everybody. Be careful. Because we don't know. You assume that everybody going to be at home. You assume that you're going to be able to get to them. You assume that if they're away wherever, they can get back to you. But you don't know what's going to happen. So be careful of the hatred and the ugly, nasty things that you're teaching your children to do. Because they might just be locked in a building with them people for a long time. And it ain't going to be nothing you can do about it. Mommy and daddy can't fix it. Remember. Be mindful of your action. Because how you treat people, some people will treat you the same way. They don't care if you're in a bad situation. Sometimes they've been waiting for you to be in just that. For real. I get it, Deja, but you have to understand, baby, life is gonna happen. How many children were away from their parents when 2020 happened? How many people was trapped in other countries when 2020 happened? Huh? Nurses and doctors couldn't even go home for months. You don't know where you're going to be when it happens. So you'll be mindful to teach your people to treat people right, because they might be stuck in there with a person that they felt like they could keep abusing. And that person might have more than what your child or your loved one has. And if they don't choose to share, well, I mean, and you can't get it to them because ain't no trucks running, ain't no Amazon, ain't no this, ain't no that. Just be mindful is all I'm saying. Be careful of what you're putting out there, because you will eat on the same plate. I promise you. Y'all already know we talk about the things that most people don't want to acknowledge, but this is important. Y'all hear me? It's very important. It's very important that you keep your eyes open. It's very important. Right. Right. So this is what I'm saying. We're not going to keep acting like everything is about to be the best case scenario. That is a foolish way of thinking. Best case scenario. I need y'all to like throw that out. Because that is it's almost like a lie box. As long as I can think of the best case scenario. Okay, it's not about to be the world. Come on. That is gonna have you messed up. But I thought, okay, well, you thought wrong. This is not a time for cotton candy thinking. Do you understand? You need to make sure that you have enough bandages, things to clean wounds. Do y'all not see they shutting down CVS's grocery stores? Most of the regular brick and mortar stores are going online. If online goes away, where will you get it? If there's no brick and mortar or very little, and lots of people have to go here, and there's no online shopping, which you can see, they can turn the internet on and off whenever they want to. What? Where will you get it? Tell me. You gonna be a looter? Then you put yourself at risk for being hurt. Be smart. Pay attention to what's happening around you in your grocery stores, in the Walmarts. Do not be deceived. Look for yourself. Walgreens shut a lot of stores too. Okay. There's been a lot of people talking about they couldn't get their medicine. Rite Aid closed over 1/3 of their stores. Okay. Now they taking 7 million pounds of meat out. 7 million pounds. Now it's eggs and bacon and chicken, vegetables, fruits. I think somebody said sour cream and yogurt too. The pharmacy is claiming they're on back order. And your eyes are still closed. Interesting. You said I forgot about the yogurt. It was slim pickings there too. Yeah, because they found listeria in that as well. All I'm gonna say is this, family. Get your stuff. And with things increasing in the armed community, you can't just keep sitting and acting like you don't see. Your Walmart is doing a reset and putting in all self-checkout. I stopped eating meat 5 months ago. I started hurting and getting sick. Okay. All the seeded watermelons are gone. Yeah, I believe it. All I'm going to say is this. I love y'all, and I want y'all to be ready. I want y'all to be okay because we have no idea of what's coming. Getting a lot of bad food from here, and necessities are slim. Where you at, Ramona? Auntie, where you at? You said you getting a lot of bad food. I saw somebody say that they food banks ain't really doing nothing. Anybody that's been going to the food banks, it's been scarce or whatever, or it's not normally what it used to be. It is absolutely interesting. Anybody? Yep, got a pack of oranges and other fruit. It went bad in 2 days. Interesting. Me in Rockwell, Texas, in Massachusetts, it's a big difference. The corn was looking like rotten at my Walmart. Central Texas food from the banks be spoiled and old. Okay. Interesting. Went to the pantry and the package is getting smaller. If you're a senior like me, get the box. It has more canned food. Got it. Colleagues are making everyone get passes to get into buildings. You have to scan in now. Interesting. Right. They get the food from the grocery store, so if the food bank ain't got no food, what that's saying about the grocery stores. And the mega church here only has two food drives this year. Wow. Most food banks either have expired or damaged food, and the FDA law is 6 months. Interesting. Ooh. Mather Air Force Base is still asking people for non-perishables. Mildew and rotten in the middle. Interesting. My apple's been on the counter for 1 month in water and have not gone bad and it's still green. Wow. We just got 26 pallets of hygiene and non-perishables donated to the school today. Come on. Come on. My food bank give you a basket and you choose. I get it, but we're trying to figure out what is going on with them. I bought seeded watermelon recently, but it tasted weird. Yeah, I bought one too, and it was kind of off. We used to pick up 3, but now we can only get 1 at the pantry. Interesting. Mm-hmm. And this is why I don't want people to be fooled with the it's not happening. I was invited to a church cookout where they asked us to bring canned food. Because they know what's going on. Food pantry where I live is very questionable. Okay. Well, I'm just saying there's a lot of people here that have been going to food pantries for like a year or 2 years, and they were telling us like they used to get a lot, the food was good. Now a lot of the food is spoiled, they're not getting much. I think Jamila said the last time she went, she got an onion, like 2 potatoes, and a something. It wasn't even enough to make a soup. Excuse me. I stopped giving my dogs tap water. Okay. My sister and 2 of her sons blistered after eating a seedless watermelon. Interesting. Yes, in Florida, I just got back. Most vegetables are going bad. I have green bananas from 2 weeks ago. Wow. Mm. My neighbor used to go every week and bring food and put on our porch. She said they only have expired food now. E. coli found in 2 middle schools here in Cali on opening day. Interesting. And what y'all think about to happen when the 2020 run through there? All them kids going back to school. Y'all already see what's been happening over the summer. Y'all already see what's been happening in Kansas. Okay. There are green bananas that are plantains that don't turn yellow. Yes, yeah. I don't know. I just want to make sure y'all ready. And I don't want y'all to get to sleep because I've been talking about it for a long time. You hear me? Because it's all happening. Yeah, I know. That's right, Brenda. Close to Kansas City. Okay. I told y'all about the potatoes I got a couple weeks ago. They brought them to me with sprouts. Every single potato has sprouts. And they was the little red ones. Every single potato had potato buds on it. Then I went and bought some more potatoes. I think I had them 3 days, and they was already soggy and getting that little juice on the bottom. I'm like, I didn't even get a chance to eat more than one dang potato before they start oozing. Crazy. You said don't let me start with the frozen chicken they give out. Okay. Can't find no sweet potatoes. The one with sprouts, plant them. Yeah, I get it. But I'm just saying, I bought them to eat them today. I don't want that. I want to be able to eat potatoes. I could not eat them because every single one has sprouts on it. I showed them to y'all. Yeah, the church gave me some potatoes and carrots, and a lot of it was ruined. All your potatoes have black balls through them. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, family. The cherries I got at Walmart went bad in a few days. Yep. I bought some too that did that. They was good for about a week, and then they started oozing. All I'm gonna say is, hopefully your eyes are open. Hopefully you have not fallen asleep. Like CERCA says this every week. That's because every week more and more stuff is happening. And it hasn't stopped since we became, y'all, I'm sorry. I slept real hard last night, and my body on my left side is real, like, not stretched out. It's real still. And I've been dreaming a lot, so I think I'll be fighting in my sleep. That's really why I've probably been tired, because I've been fighting in my sleep a lot. I've been having very vivid dreams, and I don't sometimes like doing it, but they've been real super, like, active. Like, I'm running, it's all kinds of stuff going on. It just be weird. It'd be a lot. Yeah. This is the thing. I kept telling y'all, Deja, it wasn't no money. I told y'all that market crashed a long time ago, and that's the thing. That's why I be trying to say, all these folks on here getting all these revelations. I'm going to need y'all to get the revelations about the stuff that really be going on. Because it don't matter if you an enlightened being or not an enlightened being, if you a Muslim, if you a Christian, if you're a Buddhist, if you're a black Israelite, we all about to be going through the same crap. You've had dreams about a lot of bugs, me too. I woke up sore a few days ago, yep. You hear me? It is not going to matter your race. It is not going to matter your social status. We are all getting ready to be going through the same thing. So be mindful that you just need to prepare. And no, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you don't want to be caught off guard either. You don't want to let them, now everybody running around like you don't want to. I'm sorry, y'all, but my knee, it must be going to rain. Let me check. I need to check and see if it's going to rain. Because this knee is not happy with me right now.
Citizens.
What is the weather? No rain. Interesting. It sure feel like it, because goodness gracious. It got my whole shoulder all the way down my arm, like my knee and everything. I must have slept super wrong, because that is crazy. I'm trying to stretch it out. Oh. I called out of work because my back and shoulder hurt so bad. That's where I'm at right now. Like, this left side is stupid. Yeah, yeah. It's a real thing, family. So just get your stuff. Yeah. Well, you gotta think of that's crazy. I woke up at 3 a.m. because my whole left arm was hurting. Yeah. Y'all see, I just keep massaging it. It's like I can feel it all the way in my hand. I need to get my hand massager. That's probably what I need to do. I don't know. I think that, you know, I don't know. Like, I know, but I don't want to keep just beating a dead horse. Thank you, Auntie. Auntie says she praying for everybody. This is the thing, family. I just want y'all to be ready. I want you to have your stuff. And I'm going to keep saying that because it just seems to keep getting crazier and crazier every day. You hear me? And I hate to even have to keep talking about it, but it's like, I don't know. And maybe that's why I really wanted to get on here. I be on here, but because it's like it's all happening now. So we really just be waiting on the news in our reality. We really just waiting on the news. We sitting back waiting for it to come to pass, and it all is. All of it. Every last bit of it. Y'all, we gotta thank God. God put us on like big time. And I think it's kind of surreal. It's what's happening right now. You know? It's surreal. I don't know. It's just like, what else do you say? It ain't really nothing too much else to say about it, but make sure you're ready. Make sure, you've checked your things. Make sure the kids understand. I've learned a lot in the few vids. I've watched a few videos. Coordinating a family plan. Oh, man, that make me happy, Pumpkin. Come on. Coordinating a family planning meeting. See? That give me energy when I hear stuff like that. That make me happy. Come on, Eddie. That's what that make me feel like. You hear me? We will not be voting for you. The Indian community, like, it make me happy. You hear me? Listen. I like to hear that. Makes me feel like every day that I get up here and say, get your stuff, prepare. Somebody's doing it. Oh, that man makes me laugh. I be needing it because this stuff be so heavy sometimes. I be like, oh. Yes, I learned you can download Google Maps offline so you can use GPS with no Wi-Fi. Okay, that part. Come on, baby girl. That part. You said I'm going to get to where I need to go. And is. No tiki masala. Listen, man. I'm going to watch him when I get off here. I'm going to watch him. I'm going to watch episodes 1 through 7. I'm going to watch them. I'm telling you right now, I am. Oh, y'all. Getting old is a trip. This body is achy. You hear me? Super achy. It's like this right here. Whatever, I don't know what it is. It's like carpal tunnel, but it seems like once your shoulder, if you sleep wrong, it just sets this whole side of the body off. Oh, now that's crazy. You said our revelations and dreams are becoming reality, but in times of famine, the righteous will have plenty. I don't know about that, Pumpkin. I don't know, because a lot of the church folks are not preparing right now. The Bible said his people was going to perish for the lack of knowledge. And perishing is like dying a slow death, being obliterated in the last days. I get it. I get that. But you have to also realize what time that was referencing. You can't overskip what God is saying at the end and what's going to happen. You hear me? Because if the righteous aren't preparing, where they going to get it from? He said my people was going to perish. He didn't say the people of the world. And it's sad, but I mean, because the pastors are not telling people, a lot of them, they're not telling people to stock no food, to get no emergency supplies, nothing. I mean, if we were hit tomorrow, if something were to happen and our whole everything was shut down, a lot of people are not preparing because they don't believe it's going to happen. And the Bible said that. Get y'all stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but looters is going to be popped in the street. That's the thing. God told us that famine was coming for a reason. You have to prepare. And I use Joseph because if he would have just said, oh, God told us and did nothing, millions of people or however many people, they would have died. You have to do something when God gives you the information. And like I said, it's a lot of pastors, they not even reading Revelations. They not even reading any of the apocalyptic books to know what's going to happen. So they ain't telling nobody. They're not saying nothing because they won't even read it. The church is here still talking about God is going to float us up. Listen, it's not about they don't want us to know because God told us all to study to show yourself approved. You're not even going to be able to blame it on your pastor, really, if he didn't tell you. Because you got the same Bible he got. And if you didn't decide to read it to understand what was going on, God is holding you accountable because he says study to show yourself approved. And most people, they not going to do that. And this is why y'all are having the hardest time trying to tell Christians who's going back with Jesus that the Antichrist is here. How many of them believe it when you tell them that? How many of y'all church-going folks have you asked, do you know that the Jews already found their Messiah 2.5 years ago now, almost? They don't even believe that, or they don't know. They don't know that the temple has already been rebuilt or is about to be finished. They don't know a lot of stuff. They don't know that the temple utensils are being cleaned. All of this is biblical prophecy. The World Health Organization, the food chief, whatever, is saying that we got a worldwide famine. And folks still like, oh, I don't have to worry about it. I'm grateful that Joseph did not think like that. You hear me? Revelations is not real and you're blind. Lord Jesus, the delusional is they are out here. Just because you don't want it to be real, don't make it that, baby. Because it's lining up day by day. And it's sad. And that's why I be saying, it be the scary folks that be having these scriptural names and all of that. Always talking about what ain't. Like if your spirit ain't open and you can't see, that's a scary thing and you teaching folks. But it's going to be a lot of folks that's going to have folks around their house talking good and crazy. I keep asking y'all what these folks gonna do when folks then listen to these folks that they not listening to God. I asked my mom if she knew in the Red Heifers and she changed the subject. Yeah, because that's their way. They don't want to talk about it. They'll say tell you something like that's spooky. Just because you don't. But what did we read last night? What did we read last night about the truth being hidden? Unbelief is going to run through the land. Terror is going to be running through the land. We just read it last night. Folks are still talking about what's going to get better. I'm like, they just be test the line. If the World Health Organization say the world is in famine, and this wasn't just this year that they said that. They said that April or May of 2020. That the world was in famine back then. And now we're seeing, what do they call it? Food shortage. Really? You know what food shortage equates to? Exactly what God said. Famine. Ain't enough food, or it's too expensive, or you don't got enough money to buy what you need. And that's hitting everybody's house, babe. You don't have to believe the word. That don't mean you ain't living it. Baby. Thank you, God, because I'm happy I'm not part of no organization. Because if folks tell you how to think and you is not going to look for yourself, no thank you. I told the church about the temple during Bible study. Some were amazed and others were in denial. Listen. I think the scariest part of me is people are going to try to blame God for the things that they're going through. I really do believe that. And they won't be in their due diligence, which is looking into the word for themselves and asking God to open up their understanding so that they can see what's really going on in front of us. But people want to live in a fluffy world because all pastors want to do is preach the fluffy parts of the word. Well, yeah, they're going to be blaming God. And it ain't God's fault because he warned you. It's in the scripture that you need to prepare for the perilous times that are coming. And people are still just trying to put out the good. And I know God is about to do this and that. And I don't know. I just know that when he called me out of here, I hope that I tell him, I said, God, I'm trying to prepare them. But a lot of people, they don't want to listen. They keep saying they're waiting for God. They are not going to be at the tribulation. Listen, Isabel. Remember when I told you that they do not classify themselves as the people that God is going to make war against? The devil is going to make war against the Antichrist. Remember, I said if you take them to that scripture, they always say that's not them. Do you know what they are saying when they say that? They are saying that even right now, they are not God's holy people. That is what they are saying. So no matter how much they hoop and holler, because God said that the holy people, the Antichrist was going to make war against them. So if that's not you in Revelations, then you ain't God's holy people right now. And why am I listening to you? Because I believe God over what you didn't change up the word to believe. God said, my holy people are going to be overcome by the Antichrist. He said that. He said, y'all going to be taken prisoner, y'all the sword and all of this. So I'm trying to figure out. He didn't say the people of the world was going to be taken by this dude. The sinners, That's not what he said. He said he's going to wage war against my holy people, my folks. The people that really got a real relationship with me. It amazes me that everybody want to be a Christian until it's time to show what you really made of. When you could possibly lose your life for being a Christian, and God said y'all was going to flake out and be like, no, I'm not that kind of Christian. He said it. But his real disciples, bro, they lost their life. The people that was going hard for God for real, baby, they stood their ground. If they was getting their hair chopped off or whatever it was, baby, they was 10 toes down. All these jellyback Christians, he told us about them. None of the stuff that really just applies to like the disciples and the people that walk with God, they don't never want to identify. But they want them blessings, they want the big house, they want the money, they want all the fame and all of this. But baby, that ugly stuff, the stuff that Jesus and his real homies had to endure, baby, they do not identify with that at all. So then you ain't telling me nothing but you a Pharisee and a Sadducee and you really not God's kid. I'm not confused. You said it, I didn't. If you don't think you about to suffer, and he said, my people going to suffer, that they're going to do the same things to me that they did, do to you. Well, then what did Jesus go through? Tell me again. Wasn't he beaten? Wasn't he unalived? Oh. So how is that not coming for you if he said, you know my children, y'all going to be treated the same way I was treated? They hate you because they hated me. So how is it that all these Christians don't plan to suffer for Christ? What you think? Somebody being mad at you and going against your religion is suffering? Interesting. When these people was being thrown alive, lions, pulled apart, boiled alive, thrown in furnaces, beheaded, everything you can think of. Oh, but that ain't the kind of people. Y'all not them kind of Christians. Oh, okay, well, you just say that then. Paul then was really running for their life. Moses running for his life. The wars they fought in wasn't on a keyboard, babe. The Israelites, the Hebrews, had to fight wars where there was bloodshed. So what Jesus people with y'all again? What I don't be getting it. You don't plan to suffer. Got it. Interesting. You gonna get up out of here right before the suffering start. Well, Jesus said his folks was gonna suffer. So I just be trying to figure out what make it make sense. Are you really his or not? He said some of them look like me, but I need to take them to Maury because they really ain't mine. Because as soon as you have to suffer. For real. Not people talking about you, not this or that, but your life is on the line. And that's why he said those that try to save their life is going to lose it. But those that lose their life for me, they going to save it. Oh, okay, so why y'all don't want to die for Christ again? Make it make sense. Y'all keep talking about how y'all getting up out of here. But he said those that lose their life for me, they going to save their life. But whenever it comes to talk about dying for Christ, that, oh, no. Those are the tribulation saints. We don't have to go through that. Interesting. Well, thank you for telling me all I needed to know. They said they wasn't going to be here when the Antichrist came. He here. When the beast system showed up, when the famine showed up, when the disease showed up, all the stuff that they kept swearing up and down they wasn't going to be here for, they been here. Because the Antichrist been here. The red heifers done got over there. I mean, I'm trying to figure out when y'all leaving. Because they tried to say that the Antichrist was going to come out after the rapture. Well, then why y'all still here? Because he been here for 2 years. In the world, like. I'm listening. Famine's here. Everything is here. The beginning, I guarantee you, they're not studying the countries in the war to know what's going on, to know what's happening. They just, oh, they been talking about, they always at war in the news. And okay, oh, yeah, you're right. I don't care if nobody believe it. I believe God. I believe what He say, and that is why I have been getting the things that I've been getting, and that's why I've been telling y'all to get the stuff y'all been getting, because I believe what God say, and I want to be like a Joseph. I want to try to make sure that everybody around me, because I believe when God says there's going to be famine, I believe when He says that all of these different things that the world has never seen is going to happen. I believe it with all of my soul. I believe it. And so then you know what happens when you believe in something? You get up and you move. You get up and start preparing for it. Right? You know you got to get to work. You're going to get up. You're going to do what you need to do before you get to work. Right? So why are so many Christians talking about, oh, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. We gonna see. Nigga, we gonna see. Right? We gonna see. Folks was talking about they wasn't gonna have to worry about food doubling and tripling. Ain't they paying the same price as y'all paying? Are they? Yeah, they are. They are. All the grocery store prices is running about the same. This is why people of all races and colors are complaining about how much their grocery bill went up in 2 years. This is my thing. Don't wait until they talking about trucks can't move, Amazon is down, to be trying to scurry and get your stuff. Excuse me. You need to make sure that you have what you need to keep your family safe, just in case the stores are not open. Whatever it is. People was mad about different stores not being open in 2020. Did that make them open up because you was mad about it and you didn't have what you need? No. Did the fact that you didn't have what you needed make them get the toilet paper or whatever it was that wasn't in the store that get it faster? No, you could cuss them all you want to. If the truck wasn't moving, the truck wasn't moving. So be mindful that some things are a test to see if you're ready. And sometimes the test will come back around to make sure you're prepared for when it really go. So I'm going to say, if you wasn't ready for 2020 and you didn't have the things that you need and you don't want to be out in total chaos, I would suggest that you just prepare right now. You said they started rationing toilet paper. Okay. All I'm saying is get your stuff. Get your stuff. Because if the stock market has really crashed the way they're saying, that's about the domino effect, a lot of stuff that we know. You hear me? People were bartering with toilet paper in 2020. I'm probably about to watch some TV. But I just came on here to tell y'all, like, pay attention. Get your head out of the sand and prepare. People don't believe they're gonna be hunted for what they believe. They don't believe that we're going back to a time that is not nice. Doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. There are things that are happening today that y'all can't believe is going on, and people said it would never, and it is today, right now. The fact that America is pushing forward with a lot of different things, and a lot of these people didn't already see it, what they not gonna deal with, that should make you put a little pep in your step. That should make you say, you know what? Maybe there is something to this, because it's not de-escalating, it's escalating. And more countries are being added into the mix, which creates a soup pot called WW3. They're not, we talked about the destroyer and Aries being in the Red Sea a long time ago. They've been over there for a long time. Then we had people that was driving by our grandma's house in Florida, rode up with their homeboys. So much so that our uncles had to come through and just kind of stand on the porch and make sure it wasn't nothing popping. You hear me? Folks is not worried. We have folks from countries that hate us pouring into our borders right now. That don't care about unaliving their mama, so they sure don't care about unaliving you. You said, what items do you start with? I have a video on YouTube that you can fast forward through. Survival and Survival 2.0. I would say start with as much canned food. The main thing you want to have is non-perishables. Canned meat, canned vegetables, dehydrated, because you got to eat. A way to filter your water. But there's 2 videos on YouTube, Survival and Survival 2.0. I have a small, like, little thing in here they keep playing, so if you can't find it, I'm sorry. But they keep taking it out my bio. There's things in there that you need to get. Water filtration. These. For sure, these. Let this be one of the first things you buy. And it don't have to be this kind. But each straw, right, filters up to 1,100 gallons of water. Okay? It comes with 5. I don't know how many people are in your house. But if water is scarce and not able to be purified or whatever else it is, you're definitely going to need something like this. Okay? You need to make sure you can get as much canned and dehydrated, like beans, rice, stuff that if there's no refrigeration, your food won't go bad. Yeah. I'm so glad I got them when you told me the price of some of this stuff has almost tripled. Say it again for the people in the back, Princess Honey Love. Some people didn't hear you, TT baby. Go on and say that back. Can you say it for the people in the back? You said ex-military friend, and I have his preference. Good job. It's real. Water, food, fire, shelter to start with for sure. I'm trying to tell you. Which means you'll get less for more money. And we talked about that. We talked about it. God allowed us to know all of this stuff. And that's why I be irritated that people still come over here talking crazy. Like, are you serious? Have you went back and watched any other classes I did? Have you? No, you come in this class and the first day that you're ever here or whatever else it is, and you want to talk crazy. I got proof. We talked about things tripling. We talked about vegetables being bad, milk being bad, no eggs, no vegetables, no fruit. We talked about people not working. We talked about all of this, the water going bad, everything. Because God warned us. And it's continually warning us about what is happening. And it's like, you're like, oh, okay, well, fine. Don't believe nothing. Keep on believing your daydream and your made up prophecies and your made up whatever, because it's what you want to hear instead of what the Spirit is saying. It's crazy. Block your voice out and listen to what our dad is saying. I guarantee you it's going to sound different than what you telling yourself you want. Okay. I be irritated. Because it's everybody want to teach. Everybody want to preach. Everybody want to, and all of that. But what are you saying? You telling people what they want to hear, they itching ears so they can send you money or whatever it is. And these people's souls, they baby souls, they lives, their livelihood is on the line. And all you worried about some money that you ain't going to be able to spend. Talking about who ain't saved and who ain't. Get your stuff, because if you believe God, we about to see some ugly stuff. Ugly. All of that stuff that's been going on, all them people down in Texas with no power, and people said I was fear mongering. Every place. This Oklahoma without power for 9-10 days. And everybody said I was fear mongering, but it just keeps happening and keeps happening and keeps happening and keeps happening for longer and longer times. How is it? People say this been happening. So people just been without power for 10, 12 days every year all over the country. Really? Interesting. I've been alive 44 years, and I used to watch the news all the time. Never really used to hear about all these blackouts and all of these things. I'm not saying they don't happen, but they are happening more frequently. There's all these weird disasters. I saw another man today. He'd had his sunflowers. He said something is wrong because sunflowers face the sun, and I know this because we used to see them when we was little. All the sunflowers is turned the opposite way from where the sun is at. Then another lady somewhere in Kansas said, "Why is the sun coming up in the north, not the east? Not the east?" She said, "This is north." And right under that was the man saying that the flowers is turned this way, and the sun is supposed to be right here. Yeah. Anybody growing sunflowers? You said never before to this level. It's a real thing. You know how you could get 3 to 6 months of darkness? You remember the Bible talked about the time where it was going to be dark and a lot of the plant life was going to fail and stuff wasn't going to be growing and all of that? Well, if you making a fake sun, it's easy for you to shut it off. You said yes, and they turn away from the sun where normally they face it. Okay. The Bible says it's going to be days of darkness. Yeah. This is the thing, family. Doesn't matter if it's something you want to think about. Doesn't matter if your pastor ain't talking about it. I'm telling you, you better search the scriptures for yourself so that God can open up your understanding to what is really going on around here. Because as you can see, they gonna tell you after, and if they even tell you the truth. So there's that. I'm about to go. I don't want to talk about it no more. But if this stock market stuff and the stuff with the groceries and the stuff with America sending fleets of ships over to this rising issue don't wake you up, I don't know what will. If the World Health Organization saying that the world is in famine does not wake you up, I do not know what will. People not being able to get their money out of the bank, all of these different things, like if that don't wake you up, like I'm really at the point where I'm over talking about it. I know that sounds crazy, but I am. And I'm not just meaning today. Like, I feel like I done done the videos about that, and I don't even be, I don't know. It's like, what else do you say? Because they don't want to cause panic. Come on. Ingra. Is that how you say it, Ingra? Yeah. You have no idea. And that's why I'm just like, And I'm mad at the leaders, and I'm not God, so I can't judge nobody, but I'm mad at the leaders because it's like all these innocent babies and people that you're fooling because of your own personal gain. Because you want somebody to send you some money, or you want somebody to do this and that. And these people could have had 2 years if you would have opened up your spirit to hear what the Lord says and not what you say or what your bishop say, but to hear the word of God. It could be so many people around the world that's more better prepared for the things that are coming. But most people think if I don't see it on the news and if I can't see it right here in my face, it ain't happening. Well, okay, you're right. In your own thinking, I guess. Because I believe what God's saying. He said these things are coming, so we need to prepare, and that's it. I'm not arguing with nobody no more. You do whatever you want to do, but understand that they are not sending out
The New York Times did an entire spread on survival kits. An entire spread? There are a couple of things in here I didn't think about. That's what I love about this. We're living and learning, baby. Yensa from Fort Lauderdale recommended flip-flops in a flood so that your shoes don't get wet.
This was a year ago.
Linda from Portland, bless her heart, bought double-sided sun. The New York Times did an entire spread on survival kits. An entire spread? There are a couple of things in here I didn't think about. That's what I love about this. We're living and learning, baby. Yensa from Fort Lauderdale.
That was 7/6/2023. A year and a month ago today. The New York Times, I told you, they gonna send out a little bitty paper, and if you ain't paying attention to it, you ain't gonna see it. You saw that?
In here I didn't think about. An entire kits. And there are a couple of entire spread.
See the date. 7/6/2023. I just reposted it yesterday or today. But a year and a month ago to the day, New York Times posted that. Interesting. would they do that? If nothing is coming and nothing is going to happen, why would they do that? A year and a month ago to this day, today, that lady posted that whole spread that the New York Times put out about disaster and survival. And guess what? Right now, we are in a time where things as far as WW3 are heightened. And there's a lot of disasters and stuff happening right now. A year and a month later. You hear me? You hear me? So if nothing is going on, why was that in a world in a nationwide paper, the New York Times? And you know what? That was their get ready warning. They sent out one last year, and then just the other day, so probably around the same time, they just sent out the other one a year later, almost in the same month or in the same month. They sent out the pamphlet that was about this big with some of that information on front and back, the little cardboard things. And that's their thing of get ready. Y'all seen it yourself. And you still don't think you need to be doing nothing? Still. Get your stuff. I love y'all. I'm about to go watch TV.